Welcome to WWE Smackdown, ladies and gentlemen, and your premiere episode of WWE Smackdown. We're live from the Schottenstein Center in Columbus, Ohio, as the road to WrestleMania continues, and our next major stop, the Elimination Chamber, coming to you live on Sunday, February the 16th. Tonight, the action heats up as superstars fight for their chance to enter the most grueling structure in WWE history. Two women's Elimination Chamber qualifier matches are set tonight. Charlotte Flair takes on Stephanie Vaquer, and Bayley squares off against Jordynne Grace. The United States Championship is also up for grabs as Trick Williams defends against the tricky Santos Escobar, and the Motor City Machine Guns collide with American Made in a must-see tag team showdown. The undisputed tag team champions competing in non-title action here tonight. We'll also hear from Drew McIntyre as he addresses the WWE Universe following the Royal Rumble. The Unholy Union, the undisputed women's tag team champions, are here, and they have a mysterious message brewing backstage. It's all building towards the Elimination Chamber and the ultimate destination, WrestleMania. Let's kick off Smackdown.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let them know we on the way. Counting zeros every day. You know that we never play. Ay. Time I never been one to play with. Money talking is my first language. Me and RM gangin', we gangin'. Boss level, he ain't even in the ranking. They wanna smell with the hottie be cooking. They don't rock when they see me at a cooking. Just know when it's time for me to get my lick back. All y'all finna be finished. Ay. Blue hair like.
So here we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the general manager of SmackDown, and welcome to him, Nick Aldis. What does he have to say? We know that he's had a conversation with Drew McIntyre. Let's listen to how this goes. First off, Drew, congratulations on winning the Royal Rumble. Drew, you earned it. I don't need your congratulations, Nick. I know what I've done, and I'm ready for what's next. What is it that you called me in here for? Well, as you know, the Elimination Chamber is up soon, and being the Royal Rumble winner and the WWE champion, you two guys are very in demand down in Perth. So at the Elimination Chamber, you will be facing Randy Orton, Drew, but it's not going to be a one-on-one match. You both need to find tag team partners to face each other in tag team action. So you and Randy, with your respective partners, will face off. Randy and I need to find someone to work with. He's not my problem, Nick. I'll take care of him at WrestleMania. But I don't care about some random tag team partner. Oh, I'm sure you'll handle Randy just fine. But here's the thing, Drew. I've already promised the Perth crowd that you two will be there. This match is happening, Drew, and you'll have to work with someone to get it done. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio. Tonight, we have a stacked card for you. The Creed brothers taking on the undisputed tag team champions. Voted by you guys, the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, making their debut on Universe Mode. As for these guys, American Made, of course, tag teams are cross-branded, but American Made signed to SmackDown. In terms of Chad Gable and Ivy Nile, they will be on your SmackDown brand, but big match for these two brothers. Maybe they can pick up a victory, puts them right in the title scene picture, and right up amongst it if they can pick off the Motor City Machine Guns, who are coming out to the ring now. Raise your fist. And if you've noticed, the red and the blue belt, not my favourite tag team belts, but I want to use them. Just to, I don't know why. Actually, I say they're not my favourite, but I do like them. So the Motor City Machine Guns here tonight in action, showcasing the tag team division in the World Wrestling Entertainment today. And we're about to get underway. Chris Sabin, Julius Creed starting the ring, and the hook with a collar and elbow type, of course. Very good wrestlers, Brutus and Julius. Chris Sabin, high-flying masterclass. Can we see that from him here tonight? Irish whip into the corner, into the neutral corner for American Made. Of course, Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley, tag team champions, fighting champions, against the Creed brothers, or some call them American Made now. It's makes for a very dynamic match, I must say. Tag in. Here comes Brutus, who, in my opinion, has a bit of a weird-shaped head in the game. Like, if you see him in real life, he doesn't really look like that. Collar and elbow type again from Sabin reversed. And, of course, a pinfall here for American Made will put them right at the top of the mountain, potentially. As we look towards Elimination Chamber in a couple of weeks' time, of course, we already have 3 of the women's entries into that chamber. We have Rhea Ripley in her hometown. our home country. She gets in by default. We had Michelle McCool, who was a surprise entrant into the Royal Rumble and was terrific, now signed to SmackDown, at least till the end of 2K24. Don't know if she'll be in 2K25. And we have Roxanne Perez, the prodigy, best performing woman, voted by Nick Aldis. And of course we have 2 of the 3 Elimination Chamber qualifiers here tonight. We have Charlotte Flair versus Steph Delander. That is your main event. And then we have, before that, we have Bayley taking on Jordynne Grace. Next week we have another qualifier, of course, which is Zoe Stark versus Jade Cargill. Zoe Stark, of course, of the Pure Fusion Collective, who are a tag team who go across brands. Shayna Baszler, Sonya Deville, Zoe Stark. But Zoe, a singles competitor as far as we know here, as American Made continue to have a bit of a dominant performance here early on. And they're going for that American football tackle. We know how effective that is. 2 double shoulders. Chris Sabin needs to tag in Shelley, needs to get the fresh man in, and does. What are we going to see from Shelley here? Gets winded as soon as he comes in the ring. And you guys have no idea how excited I am for chain wrestling and in 2K25. And what's going on here? Brutus Creed with incredible strength throws Shelley to the floor now, as he takes his time to regroup and recuperate. And that's a bad mistake, because Shelley can pick up on that. And the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, of course, at the top, voted by you guys, most popular tag team in the poll. And going forward in the Universe mode, we'll have plenty more polls for you. Deciding contenders, how we'll decide them, will be completely up to you. Tag in, Chris Sabin's back in the ring. Brutus rolls to the outside here on Friday night. SmackDown, we're live from Columbus, Ohio. What the hell is Sabin doing? He's done the top rope, and Brutus Creed gets back in the ring but doesn't notice. Axe handle down to the head of Brutus Creed. Elimination Chamber coming to you in 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Sunday, the 16th of February, live from Perth, Australia, in the RAC Arena. Raw and SmackDown presents that to you. 2 Elimination Chamber matches, lots more to be announced in the coming episodes of SmackDown Raw. The next 4 episodes, we'll find out roughly what that match card is. A couple of surprises. Of course, we're down in Australia, so expect to see the likes of Grayson Waller, Bronson Reed in action at the Chamber. I know, a nice slap there. Of course, with 2 weeks' time, we've got enough time to book things. Of course, we already know our third match. Randy Orton, the WWE Undisputed Champion, has to find a partner, as does Drew McIntyre, as they'll face off in tag team action down under. Of course, getting a little taste of what's to come at WrestleMania in the main event of night 1, between in that title match between Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. That's going to be a banger. Night 2, obviously headlined by the Women's Championship match, which is going to be an absolute banger, to be honest. Julia winning that Royal Rumble to secure that spot. Drew McIntyre also winning the Royal Rumble to secure his spot, as Chris Sabin locks in an interesting move and stomps Brutus to the canvas. And 3 more matches for you here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll also hear from the undisputed, one half of the Undisputed Tag Team Champions in the women's division. Alba Fire's here on SmackDown tonight. What's the roadmap look like for the women's championships? We'll find out. And nice move. Nice Irish whip, and busted open is Brutus. Probably not to be expected in tag team action. And brings him to his feet now. Beautiful move, DDT. And that was a great tornado DDT springboard off the ropes. Alex Shelley hooking the leg. Of course, title's not on the line here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're just trying to find our feet here in Universe mode. Find worthy competitors for the guys that you voted. And to let you know that Raw General Manager Adam Pearce has next week, we'll be live from an undisclosed location in America before we travel to sunny Australia. Adam Pearce agreeing to host a #1 contenders match for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships that will be decided at the Elimination Chamber. First defense for Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns, Sabin. Down under, will they head into WrestleMania with the titles? Who knows? We've got a lot more weeks to build WrestleMania, a lot of things, a lot of surprises to be announced. We have 2 of our matches at WrestleMania. We'll find out 2 more at Elimination Chamber. when the winners of the Chamber secure their ticket to the grandest stage of them all. And that's a very, very popular tag team move there from American Made. Hooking the leg of Alex Shelley could have the pinfall as Julius, no. And Chris Sabin was ready to intervene then to cut out the threat. It's been quite a constant threat early on in this match from the American Made. Of course, Motor City Machine Guns veterans, 20-year veterans, having a bit of a comeback, but now it seems to be American Made as we look for a belly-to-belly off that turnbuckle, and of course gaining more momentum, bouncing off the turnbuckle. Julius Creed, a fantastic amateur wrestler. Beautiful, drags him across the ring like a rag doll, and he's going to go high risk. And when you put yourself at high risk, you have to pay a debt as a shooting star press is a huge risk. And when you miss it like that and allow Shelley time to tag out and tag in Chris Sabin, you're at an even bigger risk, and signifying maybe to this crowd in Ohio, this is the end. In Columbus here, we're packed out, and Smackdown sold out inside the Schottenstein Arena Center, I'm like Hulk Hogan saying the Silver Dome. And a clothesline from Julius as American Made look to reassert dominance and get back on top of this tag team match. I'm sure they will. So that was a fresh announcement. Adam Pearce, of course, hosting a number one contenders match on Monday Night Raw. Two selected tag teams will be competing in that. We believe that Adam Pearce has the tag teams. All will be revealed on Monday night. Of course, American Made here against the tag team champions, who will defend at Elimination Chamber. We'll look to put their name in the hat. Maybe not selected by Adam Pearce thus far, but very impressive start from a half of American Made, and suicide dive from Shelley to the outside of the ring. And of course, have to wonder which opponents Drew will pick and Randy as we head down into Perth. That should be very, very interesting. And thrown into the steps goes Alex Shelley as he gets back in the ring. And celebrating that move, celebrating the fact that he bounced Bruce and maybe bit off more than he could chew there when he ran at the 6 foot plus Julius Creed, as Alex Shelley looks to go to the top rope. Referee continues to count, 7 count, I believe. And he's going to risk it all when they had the match won, a neck breaker, and he gets tangled on the barricade. Of course, Friday Night Smackdown comes to you live every Friday at 9 PM British Standard Time, 4 PM Eastern, on demand. If you can't make it, you're at work, school, whatever. On demand. You don't have to miss a beat here. Of course, tomorrow night we have AEW Collision for you. That should be a fantastic episode. A lot to unravel about the road to Maximum Carnage there, but right here in the WWE on Raw, SmackDown will focus at the Elimination Chamber, and of course, the road to WrestleMania. What the hell is Brutus doing? He's crawling like a dog, and Alex Shelley can't believe it. And an Irish whip, it was maybe a bit of a distraction there to the one half of the tag team champions. Oh, I'd slap to the chest. And Shelley moves the leg, and hot tag made by one half of American Made. Julius Creed back in the ring, the legal man. Of course, we know what Julius can do. I wonder what the announcement from the women's perspective of the tag team division is. What do Alba Fire and Isla Dawn have planned for the women's tag team division? I believe that Kathy Kelly will be interviewing them later. We heard from General Manager Adam Pearce. We saw him for the first time, of course. Drew McIntyre not necessarily happy with the decisions being made by the General Manager here on SmackDown. No means of escape, and another Brutus bomb to Shelley should do the job as he stumbles to his feet. The Creed brothers being super impressive, of course, with mentor Chad Gable only improving very early on in their careers. Sabin breaks it up at not even a 1 count. Brutus bleeding all over the ring here in Columbus. Going to need a bit of time in between matches to clean that up. And a tag back into Julius. And he is actually bleeding really bad. Needs a tag. Alex Shelley needs a tag. The World Tag Team Champions, undisputed Tag Team Champions, of course, will be in action multiple times. They'll be watching on that number one contenders match. We don't know what format it's in. We don't know what we're going to face. A clothesline there from Julius Creed as he looks to take down the champs. Of course, a win here for American Made surely gives Adam Pearce the light bulb to book them in that match next week. We don't know how many men are in that match. We don't know what's happening. All we know is that Down Under will have an opponent, a cemented opponent for the tag team champs, as Brutus Creed looking to bring Alex Shelley in the ring as Julius, well, the referee's distracted. Brutus decides to, Brutus drags in Alex Shelley. Now he's going back to Chris Sabin, who is the legal man. Nice suplex there to Sabin. Of course, Sabin cruiserweight sort of weight limit. Very fast-paced offense. Offers a lot of different sort of assaults. Former TNA X Division champion, multiple time world champion, tag team champion down in TNA with Alex Shelley, who he's here with now. A one-time undisputed tag team champion. Thanks to you guys. Camel clutch applied with the fist to the face. Brutus Creed, of course, very impressed by American Made so far in this match. As we reach the, some would say, the business end of this match, I think we're going to see the end soon, ladies and gentlemen. 2 Brutus bombs, now shoulder to the gut. And of course, coming up next, and I forgot to mention, we have United States Championship match. Trick Williams, you guys voted him, and a kick out there at 2.5 from Sabin. And Sabin is bleeding now as well. You guys voted for Trick Willie as your... wow! The strength as your United States Champion. Santos Escobar is gifted the opportunity, provided he didn't get an opportunity at the Rumble. Trick Willie will be trying to assert dominance in that upper mid-card echelon here on SmackDown. So we'll have to see how he does. Can he defend? Will he lose it? Will it go to the leader of Los Garza? Of course, Los Garza cross-brand. They are a tag team. Two guys, obviously, that will be looking on this match with close eyes, looking at the tag team champions. That will be their aspirations. And of course, the tag team titles can be split. They can only defend one set of titles if they choose to do so. Elimination Chamber, it's been exclusively agreed between Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis that the SmackDown and the Raw Tag Team Championships will be defended as a collective. Going forward, we'll look to keep the tag team. George done a shooting star press from Julius. This time it hits. And super impressive athleticism from this man, who traditionally you would not expect to do such moves, but somebody of his size, ankle lock, locked in by a rope break, and Sabin gathered a lifeline there as he's thrown across the ring. Of course, the undisputed tag team champions looking slightly off it here tonight, but good champions find a way to win when their back's against the wall, and maybe that's what we're going to see here tonight. American Made putting on the pressure, continue to put on the pressure. We've got 3 more exciting matches for you. We'll hear from Alba Fire. What's next for the women's tag team division? Take that very seriously in this universe mode. The women's tag team division. And, of course, the men's. So, yeah, you heard me right. The tag team titles can be split up. Adam Pearce, the red ones, the Raw ones, obviously they're supposedly defended only exclusively on Raw. And the blue ones on SmackDown, and PLE's well collective. So we will have tag team champions, but the tag team is like imagine it as like a pond or a sea or an ocean full of sharks of tag teams. And you're still dual branded even if you win the Raw ones, and it gives opportunity for both teams for different champions. Of course, the Motor City Machine Guns will have to lose them. We've heard after Elimination Chamber and after WrestleMania, the Tag Team Championships will be split. But it doesn't mean the team that holds them split, if that makes sense. Adam Pearce will, of course, have to authorise permission for the Raw Tag Team Championships to be defended on SmackDown and vice versa. So, say, for example, if this was a match, only the blue belts would be able to be defended in this situation as American Made. A little bit of fight back here from the Motor City Machine Guns, seeing some of that championship caliber here from Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley with a cheap shot there. Snap suplex from Super Sabin as he looks to build momentum here in Columbus. And of course, tag team action comes to you thick and fast. A very close encounter. We thought we were approaching the business end about 5 minutes ago. Looks like these teams are still going. And who will win? Irish whip into the neutral corner. The Creed brothers looking to finalise the victory over the tag team champions. Chris Sabin gets out of the way. Irish whip. Now, can he have one big move and that full Nelson slam? He's going to get the pinfall here, and not even a 2 count. Julius Creed, still the fresher of the 2 Creed brothers. Don't know how, though, they've gone through so much as he reverses it. What the hell is Julius doing? Springboard moonsault off the turnbuckle leaves Sabin rolling out of the ring. And then drags in Alex Shelley. Of course he does. Of course he drags in Alex Shelley, thrown to the outside. Sabin getting back in the ring. Collar and elbow tie up here from one half of the tag team champs. Raw and SmackDown. And a forearm to the face. So if you ever get confused about the tag teams, guys, it's pretty simple. Don't see the tag teams ever, no matter what titles they hold. I mean, obviously, if they win the Raw tag team titles, they can only defend them on Raw or a PLE. But like, they're not exclusive to Raw. The tag team don't get like an exclusive contract. Fight continues on the outside. Neither team can win it here. Headlock takedown here from Julius Creed. Looks onto Alex Shelley. Is this match going to win via count out? That would be so disappointing for either of these teams. And reverse from Shelley. Of course, should the Motor City Machine Guns successfully defend them titles at Elimination Chamber, they'll potentially be looking into going to WrestleMania as the tag team champions, undisputed. Will Adam Pearce or Nick Aldis make either team? Sorry, oh, that's a beautiful move. And he kisses that fist, that clothesline, that could do it. Hook the leg. Chris Sabin on his own, Alex Shelley outside the ring, and American Made picking up the victory against the tag team champions. That's a huge win. And Sabin helping Shelley out the ring. They tell him to get out the ring, and look at that, kicks him out. Tells him to get out of there. And the tag team champs, well, Alex Shelley left in a heap outside the ring as Chris Sabin has to help him to the back. American Made cementing their legacy here on SmackDown with a really impressive win. We'll have to see what's next for them.
So we're here with Kathy Kelly, who's here to interview one half of the Undisputed Women's Tag Team Champions. Let's hear what goes on in this scenario. Alba, tonight we're seeing a different side of the Unholy Union here on SmackDown. What exactly brings you to SmackDown this week? What brings me to SmackDown, Kathy? Let me tell you something. The Unholy Union does not just settle for one brand. We own these titles, the Undisputed Women's Tag Team Championships. We got voted by the community, and rightly so. They have great taste, and now we're bringing them to every corner of the company. Next week, SmackDown gets a taste of what true domination looks like. And to make sure everyone knows exactly who we are, I'm offering, or we're offering, should I say, an open challenge next week on SmackDown. 2 women step up and try and take these titles from us. We don't think you're going to walk in here and get handed the titles. We didn't just get these belts by being nice. We earned them by the community knowing that we are the best. And that's exactly what we'll show. Whoever thinks they're worthy, step up next week. Well, Alba, that's certainly a bold challenge, but do you really think anyone here on this roster can even come close to taking your titles? Let me pose that back to you, Kathy. Do you really think anyone on this roster is a threat? SmackDown, Raw can send their best, but we'll just keep sending you back down to the bottom. So go ahead, pick 2 women. I dare you.
We have the United States title on the line before we get to our 2 Women's Elimination Chamber Qualifiers. We've just seen the Undisputed Tag Team Champions defeated in action in our opening bout. American Made making short work, or long work, should I say, of the Motor City Machine Guns, as they will be looking on board a number 1 contenders match that is undisclosed of exactly what's happening. Adam Pearce agreed with Nick Aldis he'd host it. And there should be implications here because them 2 men behind the challenger Santos Escobar will certainly be in the conversation. Los Garza. Santos Escobar leaving the Latino World Order in a venture of new things, separating from them who are on Monday Night Raw and now going off and doing his own thing on SmackDown. We'll have to see
what the blue brand has in store for one Santos Escobar tonight. It's all about championship gold, and of course Santos big call here if he can pull that off. But it's going to be no easy task, but with Los Garza at ringside, I'm sure that will be made a little bit easier. But as Wade Barrett says, Shamon. And here comes your United States champion, voted by you guys. Trick Willie has inserted a rematch clause into this United States Championship match, which is very interesting because we're not normally going to do it that way. But should Trick Williams lose his United States Championship here tonight, he will be granted a rematch at the Elimination Chamber. Should he win, then we'll have to see where he goes. But Trick Willie, of course, looking to defend against Santos Escobar. I just wonder if the Los Garza is going to play a big part in this at ringside. Will they play a huge part in the determination of this championship? And there you see it, the coveted United States champion held by the greats. So many greats, including John Cena, have held this championship. Now held by Trick Williams, an up-and-coming star just signed to Smackdown in our universe mode from NXT. Voted by you guys as the United States champion. What a great honour it must be for in-game Trick Willie to receive that honour from you guys. Of course, beating off some very tough opposition in the vote. And of course, make sure you do subscribe and turn on notification bells and check community posts. I run polls on there. This is your universe as well as mine. I don't want to take all the booking responsibility. We do it together and we decide who faces who. And as Trick Willie handing over the US Championship to Charles Robinson, we saw him refereeing on Dynamite this past Wednesday. He's no vacations for young Charles Robinson. Lil Nate, he's constantly a member on the scene, officiating matches all across the universe mode. Doesn't get paid any overtime for it, is what I heard. But that's a different matter. Santos, Trick, United States Championship, and it's happening now. The referee rings the bell as we're underway. Trick Willie, of course, certain dominance, but smart telegraph there from the luchador, Santos Escobar. Well, some would call him a luchador, some would call him Latino / lucha hater, as his rivalry with the Latino World Order, trying to eradicate Rey Mysterio from the face of the WWE, was an unsuccessful one as he goes for a pinfall on Trick Williams very early here. 2 count does get into effect there, probably more than he probably anticipated there from that pinfall. Goes to the top rope with Santos, and a splash hits Trick Willie, and another pinfall from the leader of Los Garza, and a kick out one this time from Trick. Of course, plenty to see from Trick Williams in this universe mode. Win, lose or draw, I'm sure we're going to see plenty of monumentous and career-defining moments in this universe mode for the young Trick Williams. And the Irish Whip sends Santos Escobar to the outside of the ring. You're going to follow suit. Is Trick Williams taking this to the dance floor outside, and very dangerous place to be this. Of course, title cannot change hands outside the ring, so Santos will be desperate to get this bout straight back in the ring. As Trick Williams back on top, can he bring it back to the ring as they continue to fight, and going for the DDT there. Smart and seen by the veteran, nearly 20-year veteran Santos Escobar in professional wrestling. A lot of you might not believe that, but it's quite the case. He's a 40-year-old now, and look at Angel Garza dismantling the turnbuckle in the top right. That's going to give Charles Robinson a job to do and potentially lead to a Santos Escobar. And rolling out the ring again goes Trick Williams. Santos will risk it all. Suicide dive to the outside. Hits Trick Williams, and leg drop missed. And it's a lot of back and forth and clothesline. I think as the CEO of this universe mode, we're going to ban going out of the ring here, because it's a constant theme across the universe mode. And grabs the leg. He's going to smash it off that concrete. The layer of the mat there is very thin, and it's tactical from Trick Williams. Throws Santos back in the ring. Trick Williams, not the kind of champion you would expect to win this match via count out. He would much rather get the pinfall or the submission, which is how the title can change hands should the result go in the favour of Santos Escobar, who's been very impressive. Another pinfall here from Santos. Maybe think he has Trick Williams done here, 1 count. and definitely doesn't have a dumb trick. Bounces back to his feet and grabs the foot and says no. And then Zaguri from Santos. I have to say, very impressive. Very impressed with Escobar in the early stages of this match. And he's saying to the crowd, think. That's what he's doing. As we're yet to see some... Charles Robinson's distracted there. And frog splash from Santos. Goes for another pin, but the referee distracted. And you could count to 20. And he would have potentially won that match. Trick Williams, of course, getting his shoulder up. Charles Robinson unaware of the count. Of course, having those guys at ringside also can work against you. And it's been a complete dominance from Santos Escobar as he hits that DDT. And I'm very surprised by Trick Williams' performance. I really expected more from the United States champion. And hopefully, Santos hits it. And the driver hits. And Charles Robinson going to go for the pinfall and 2 count. We've got to see more from Trick Williams in this match. Or I begin to sense, and again he signifies to the Chicago crowd, Columbus crowd, sorry, that he's always thinking, and the crowd chant, "You're not worthy." Interesting choice of chant. Santos Escobar, who's been nothing but dominant in this match, not seen any offense from Trick Williams really, apart from outside the ring. Gonna have to see something soon, or it could be over. As Santos continues to really and taunting the LWO there with the chant. Of course, nice reversal from Trick. Are we finally going to see some offense from the United States champion? No, we're not, because Humberto Carrillo's on the edge of the ring and distracted him. Humberto, of course, getting involved. Beautiful move here from Santos. Jumps to the outside and kicks Trick back in the ring. But I must say, I'm very impressed with the offense of one Santos Escobar. Been really dominant in this match. We need to see some offense from Trick Williams of the similar. And now we're going to trade blows. And Santos busts open Trick Williams. And it just seems like no matter what Trick Williams does, he just can't get any momentum in this match. Santos Escobar's like a 97 overall. And chops. Trick surely going to fight his way out of this super kick from Santos. Surely puts Trick Williams away as leg drop again. And just Trick rolling anywhere but somewhere where he can get pinned as he's on the outside of the ring. Santos Escobar punch. And he knows he can't win it outside the ring. Another punch trying to knock Trick Williams off the edge. Oh my goodness. What is he thinking here? DDT onto the edge of the ring apron. Splatters the head of Trick Williams onto the edge of the apron. Picks him back up. We're really going to need to see something from Trick Williams. And Canadian Destroyer on the outside. Could end the career of Trick Williams. He's going for the finisher outside the ring. Cannot win the title this way, Santos. And driver hits. And we've seen nothing from Trick Williams. Absolutely nothing to suggest that he wants to retain this title. And nearly thrown into the steel stairs and dropped on his back. And I do not understand why Santos doesn't understand that he cannot win the championship out here. So why are we continuing the fight and a draw? Santos Escobar possibly passing on the biggest opportunity of his career. I'm speechless, ladies and gentlemen. We have a draw here. We'll have to see what the fallout is from this United States Championship match. Of course, Santos very dominant, but what's next for Trick? That was such an underwhelming performance. We'll have to see what Nick Aldis has to say about all this. Well, I can only apologise for what was a pretty underwhelming result in the United States Championship match. Nick Aldis will get back to us on that match. I'm sure we'll have an update as we look towards the Elimination Chamber even further. Jordynne Grace and it's Bayley. They look to take their spot down in Perth, down under. An opportunity, a golden ticket to WrestleMania lies at the end of the chamber. Jordynne Grace just signed with WWE on the Smackdown brand. Will be wanting to achieve big things, whether that be Women's United States Championships, World Championships. She's got an opportunity against a veteran Bayley here tonight to qualify and join Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley and Michelle McCool in that Elimination Chamber. I'm sure she'll do a great job, of course, coming in from TNA. If you don't know about Jordynne Grace, she's a powerhouse. Lots of big moves, stupidly offensive moves, and moves. And here comes the role model, Bayley. And of course, if you don't know the history of Bayley, there's a hell of a lot of books that you could write to describe the success this woman's had. Leader of Damage Control, NXT champion, but had one of the greatest matches with Sasha Banks down in NXT. Didn't unfortunately get in that WrestleMania main event with the other three horsewomen, but beat Io Sky at WrestleMania. She tremendous resume on Bayley. She at 38, 39 years old. At 35 years old. I think she's 35. Maybe a little bit older. Still a lot more to give to the wrestling industry. Wants to make many more memories, and beating Jordynne Grace here tonight, qualifying for the Chamber, then going on to win the Chamber and book your ticket to WrestleMania would be a huge result for Bayley. As we look to determine who is entry number 4. Jordynne Grace immediately stood still, probably not used to the pace and offense of Bayley, as Bayley pummels down on the face. Jordynne back to her feet, and we cause suplex by Bayley, and the powerhouse Jordynne is she does have a tremendous power and strength. So don't put that away. And Bayley throws Jordynne to the outside. What the hell is she thinking here? Looking to take it to the outside and drop kick, throwing her body under that middle rope. Sorry, the bottom rope. Bayley, the role model, will be wanting to create more memories here tonight in Columbus. Book her golden ticket to the sunny state of Perth, Australia, and challenge, because there's a woman at the end of the day waiting for the opportunity to put on the showcase of a lifetime in Io Sky. And both these women fighting outside the ring. Not a fan of the AI, how often they fight outside the ring. I think it needs nerfing. We're Irish whipping everywhere. We need to get it back in the ring at 5 count from the referee. Of course, a draw here would be catastrophic. So Bayley gets back in the ring. Jordynne Grace also needs to get in the ring, and Bayley tells her to get back in the ring. They should fight out in the ring. Nice reversal there from Jordynne. She's going to Irish whip, and you know these Irish whips aren't normal. It's Jordynne Grace spinebuster to Bayley. Going to go for the pinfall hook of the leg, former TNA Knockouts champion. And a 2 count for the former Knockouts champion. Now a member of Smackdown will be wanting WWE Championship gold and a senton, following up from that impressive spinebuster. Of course, Jordynne Grace, no stranger, don't be mistaken, no stranger to big occasions, as Bayley throws her over the ropes and dispatches Jordynne Grace to the outside of the ring. And word in from Nick Aldis now that, and a quick announcement that for the Elimination Chamber, Santos Escobar will get another opportunity at Trick Williams for that United States Championship. And to ensure that nobody takes it to the outside, that will be inside a steel cage. So that's just announced there from Nick Aldis. Of course, also mentioned that should these qualifiers end in a countout, the match will be restarted and both women will be forced to start again. As we're trading blows here in the midst of this match, Jordynne Grace overpowering Bayley, but Bayley, of course, a veteran, will know how to fight back, but it looks like Jordynne's going to take this one, but Bayley always got one slug left in her. And big slug from Jordynne Grace, and a slap to the face. As she's feeling the momentum now, she's feeling this Columbus crowd. And she's looking at Booker slot in the chamber. Look at the strength. Just pulling Bayley up from a prone position is so impressive. And that elbow, the biceps, the size of Jordynne Grace's biceps. And attempted a suicide dive. That's like a steam train jumping out through the middle ropes at you, but misses. And that could be costly. So women fight outside the ring. The clothesline making Bayley doing a flip and senton again. Just because Bayley has had such a decorated career here in the WWE does not mean she doesn't want to add more decoration to that career. But Jordynne Grace, what the hell is she thinking? Powerbomb to the outside. And again, we get at the 5 count. Jordynne has to bring this back into the ring, but completely forgetting the objective of the match. And reversal from Bayley. Got to get back in the ring. Charles Robinson urging these superstars to get back in the ring. And they're going to do it. Jordynne throws Bayley into the ring. And now why is she taking time to recuperate? 7 count from Charles Robinson. And he sped up the count there. Maybe hinting at the women that this needs to be kept in the ring. And it's very important that they do keep it in the ring. As Jordynne looking for the end. She's lining up that finisher. And Bayley could be about to really feel it. Penta driver from Jordynne Grace. And a kick out at 2.5 from Bayley. The role model manages to get the shoulder up. Of course, I give Penta a different finisher. I give him a Mexican Destroyer because I really like it. But the Penta driver, of course, Jordynne Grace's selected finisher here in this universe mode. Look at the strength of Jordynne Grace. Bayley struggling to get back to her feet. Well, Jordynne's saying, I'll help you, but you're going to get launched. And that's what she does, feeling this Columbus crowd here as she celebrates the work that she's put into this match. Of course, main event, Stephanie Vaquer, one of the crowd's favourites, up-and-coming talent. She'll take on the queen of the WWE, Charlotte Flair, for an opportunity to join the chamber. We'll only have one more spot to decide, which will be held next week. Zoe Stark takes on Jade Cargill. A Storm is coming next week on SmackDown as Jordynne rolls back into the ring, and I don't think Bayley will get back to her feet, but look at that from Jordynne. That's a real fighter spirit. That's like, don't want to win this match via count out. I want to win it fairly, as she throws Bayley into that LED sign. Yeah, oh no, it's not into the barrier, sorry. And another power bomb, but this time sit down. Has Bayley got any fight left? She needs to get Bayley back in the ring to win this match fair and square. I'm sure that's what she's going to go for. Does Irish whip, throws Bayley back in the ring. Looks like Bayley, the role model, and reversal. That's the veteran instinct. You might look like you're a dominant. Oh, nice reversal. I was going to say you might appear like you're dominating. Can we keep this match in the ring, please? The match going to the outside the ring again with a twist of fate on the middle rope sends Jordynne Grace flying to the outside. We need this match to be in the ring now. And stomps to Jordynne Grace's knee, maybe trying to take away that vertical base, take away the power of the former TNA Knockouts champion. Beautiful German suplex by the role model Bayley. As she has Jordynne Grace back up. Are we going to see it? Claw to the back. Has Jordynne prone, and Jordynne, she can fight out of this. And another set of blows traded here. Who will come out on top this time? This is the first ever time on WWE 2K24 I've seen 2 sets in one match. But we're going again. And who will win this one? Jordynne, of course, winning the last one. Bayley will always have a slug, because she may not be the biggest woman in this contest, and she's just found that out, as that discus clothesline sends Bayley to the mat. And Jordynne Grace has already booked a plane ticket because she's off to Perth, Australia here. If she hits another move like that Penta driver, oh my goodness. What is she going for here? Struggle to get her up initially and drops Bayley on her neck, punching her ticket to Perth, Australia. Welcome to the chamber, Jordynne Grace. And that was such an impressive match from Jordynne Grace. Really dominated. But we saw a bit of fight from Bayley, but Jordynne Grace booked a ticket in the Elimination Chamber. Congratulations, Jordynne. We'll see you down under. What's next for Bayley? What does her road to WrestleMania look like? Well, we know for sure it's not going to be to the WWE Women's Championship. So she's going to have to find another route. But I'm sure we'll see us down the road. Jordynne going into the chamber. She'll be one of the favourites to win the chamber. Of course, Jordynne v Rhea Ripley in the chamber. That's going to be interesting. But we have our main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, coming up in just a short while. Before we do get to the main event, we know the Elimination Chamber is coming on the 16th of February. Here's a little sneak preview of what's to come.
No
I'm the reason and I'm the cause for me to fight. And I'm the fuse uncovered now for me to light. My dedication to one the lost, one to protect. I carry out my orders without a regret. My declaration embedded deep under my skin. A permanent reminder of how it began. No hesitation when I am commanded to strike. You need to know that you're in the fight of your life. You will be shown how I become indestructible. Determination and is incorruptible. From the other side of terror to behold. Annihilation will be unavoidable. Every broken enemy will know that they're abundant, that be invincible. Take a last look around while you're alive. I'm indestructible, master of war.
Well, the 14-time queen of the WWE is about to make her way to the ring as she looks to take on up-and-coming prospect Stephanie Vaquer. Of course, Jordynne Grace joining Roxanne, joining Rhea Ripley, and joining Michelle McCool in that chamber down in Perth, Australia. Now, would it be a real Elimination Chamber without the Queen? Well, she's here to certainly stamp her authority on Smackdown as she looks to take on the up-and-coming Stephanie Vaquer. Of course, Stephanie Vaquer, not to worry too much about this match, not too much pressure on her, got a long career ahead of her. Winning a WWE Women's World Championship won't be an immediate thing for her. She'll be fine without it, because she's got plenty of time to make up, plenty of learning to do. But she's here tonight to upset the apple cart and potentially upset the entire women's division. She looks to prove a point. Of course, very impressive was Stephanie Vaquer in the Royal Rumble, but coming up a little bit short. Could have won that. Julia, of course, her counterpart from NXT, winning that Royal Rumble, cementing her position in the main event of night 2 of WrestleMania. I was right the first time. We got the Queen, we got Vaquer, and it's live now. Both women, big stakes. We've seen Jordynne Grace, formerly of TNA, former Knockout champion, qualify. Could she capture her first WWE singles gold in her career? Of course, Stephanie Vaquer will be looking for the same feat. Charlotte, on the other hand, and Bayley, who Jordynne Grace beat, double figures in singles championships in the World Wrestling Entertainment Company. So, you know, between them, they've maybe got 25 championship reigns. Charlotte, of course, holding 14 of them. As Stephanie looks to start fast, kick to the legs, taking the Queen down. Of course, we know Charlotte Flair's had a lot of injuries, especially with the leg. Working on the leg might not be such a bad tactic for Stephanie Vaquer here, as she looks to pick her up. And the incredible strength of the Queen and the flexibility, the athleticism, the agility of the Queen has been so sorely missed as she's not been in WWE. A nice suplex there. Goes to kick Stephanie. Stephanie telegraphs it. A beautiful drop kick there from Vaquer. The rookie, the young up-and-coming talent versus the very experienced, arguably one of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time. It's a big test for Stephanie, just this match in itself. A nice back elbow. Of course, don't forget, next week we have the final chamber match. The women's chamber will be deciding on Monday Night Raw. We will finalise who will enter the men's Royal Rumble, alongside getting our tag team match. And we also heard earlier tonight here on SmackDown that Drew McIntyre will have to find a partner to take on his WrestleMania opponent, which is Randy Orton. When that'll be announced, we'll find out. Will it be next week on SmackDown? Will it be just as they're reaching gorilla position inside Perth, Australia? Will he then lean over and tell Nick Aldis, yes, this is my partner? Does he need to tell Nick Aldis? I mean, pinfall here by Charlotte and kick out one. And of course, on Monday Night Raw, we've got Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, of course, splitting up, coming to Friday Night SmackDown if you haven't seen the community posts. Of course, in his home country, him and Bronson Reed of Monday Night Raw has a chance to enter the chamber in his home country, as he takes on, no easy task in Roman Reigns. That should be a good match, but a big task for Bronson. Of course, we have seen Bronson in the Universe mode before. For those of you who have gone back and watched the New Japan, the provisional Universe mode I ran to sort of enter Universe mode. Beautiful DDT there from Vaquer as well. We'll just hold on for a moment. We'll know that Bronson Reed was in New Japan with victories over Will Ospreay and hug the leg here from Stephanie Vaquer. Going to get the 2 count. The Queen kicks out 2.5. But it is looking like we could be about to see the beginning of the end. And beautiful move, dynamic moveset here from the young up-and-coming rookie. And she uses the ropes and a springboard and catches the Bulldog. The Queen probably not used to this fast offense, but then again saying that in her tenure in the WWE and on SmackDown, Raw and NXT, Charlotte has faced all up-and-comers, all types of competitors. She'll be used to every style. Stephanie Vaquer, in my opinion, offers a very different style to what we've seen before, which is the reason why Charlotte might be struggling with it for a bit. As she goes to the top rope, we know that Charlotte loves a moonsault, and she's going to try and hit. Ooh! And Stephanie just stepping out the way, and a drop kick missed. Charlotte telegraphs that. Irish whip from the Queen. Beautiful move into a neck breaker, standing neck breaker, or kneeling neck breaker, should I say. Collar and elbow tie up. Another neck breaker from Charlotte. Stephanie rolls out the ring. Probably not the worst idea as Charlotte goes high risk, and we've seen her use this many a time. The moonsault to the outside. And praises this Columbus, Ohio crowd as she successful with that moonsault. Of course, when you do a high risk move from the top turnbuckle to the outside of the ring from that height, the risk is very high, because if you miss it, it can be catastrophic. And what the hell is Charlotte going for here? Sitting down with her, and the head going into the jaw of Stephanie Vaquer. As a hold of Stephanie again. An Irish whipper again. To no avail. And a somersault. Running somersault to the down Stephanie Vaquer. Going to get back in the ring. Of course, we saw one match disappointedly end by count out earlier tonight. The United States Championship match. Was really hoping for a contest. It was going all Santos Escobar's way, but thankfully Nick Aldis doing some justification. Elimination Chamber giving Santos that rematch. And it will be inside steel cage, which is going to be interesting. Look at the leg. Has the leg. 2 count. Stephanie gets the shoulder up. Charlotte maybe can smell the end. She's been in so many situations where she's been able to anticipate how to beat an opponent, and she maybe smells blood in the water. And she's like a shark. Do not be fooled by the appearance or the attitude of Charlotte Flair. She is a shark. And she's going to the ring, and we know that patented spear is a dangerous move. And what's she going for here? A clothesline missed. Stephanie telegraphs. And is the young veteran going to have something to say about that? Twist the arm of Charlotte. Charlotte with a forearm. Of course, the Wwe, oh my goodness. Natural selection. Hits from Flair. And is she going to Australia? Yes, she is. Charlotte Flair picks the 5th spot up. And the Queen, Vaquer, very impressive performance. She's got a lot of time to go in this universe mode. So do not worry. She'll get opportunities, but just coming up a little bit short. It's such a vital opponent. What the hell is Charlotte Flair doing here as we close out Smackdown? And is there any need for this? Stephanie's coming. She's had a go, and now she's getting beat down by the Queen for absolutely no reason. And she's going to send her flying into the steel steps, leaving Stephanie Vaquer a mess here in Columbus, Ohio, as she looks down on her. That was Friday Night Smackdown, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you on Monday Night Raw. But there's going to be serious implications